Aum Sairam. Hara Hara Shankara, Jaya Jaya Shankara. Episode 63, Shri Mahaswami, the Sage with Eyes of Light, the Diary of a Seeker of Truth, Dr.Serge Demetrian. Dear devotees, now we shall listen to the second part, fourth section of this divine book under the subtitle At the Shivasthana Ashram. Kanchipuram, Friday, 17th February 1972. Another painful night. This morning at home, someone came and called for me when I was on the point of meditating for a while. I was no doubt too tired and gave up the meditation immediately. During the present sojourn, the spiritual teachings that I receive at Shivasthana are similar to those from Karveti Nagar but harder, sharper, more penetrating. I have also gained a significant capacity of absorption. As soon as I see Sri Mahaswami, I am able to absorb him into myself. At Shivasthana this afternoon, Sri Mahaswami hid behind the platform in front of the western door. I was certainly not in the condition to receive his blessing. I did not persist, and the moment I felt that I should leave, I immediately moved away from the ashram. Kanchipuram, Saturday, 18th February 1972. I saw him gigantic. By morning, I was less tired but not yet fully recovered. In the afternoon, at Shivasthana, Sri Mahaswami no longer hid himself. He showed himself 3 times, sitting on his stool, always at the western door. After a while, he came up and I felt absorbed by him, but not totally. He turned his face towards me with both hands in abaya and the arms largely opened as if he wanted to embrace the whole world. I saw him as a gigantic being. He could have enveloped the entire creation if he wanted. I have seen him hundreds and hundreds of times, and I cannot stop wondering. He is so refined, so efficacious. He changes the nuances of his eyes almost every minute. He opens an eye, then the other, then both, larger or half closed, sometimes gentle, sometimes luminous, at variable angles and with varying intensities. He talks and seems attentive to whoever speaks, but his mind, one could feel it, travels to different places and surrounds from all sides the person with whom he talks. He is a past master in the method of taking by surprise the understanding of the poor wretches we are, so as to direct his beneficial influence straight into the heart of everybody he interacts with. An expert in the art of conversation, Sri Mahaswami leads the attention of the devotee to where he wants, so that the devotee's heart will consciously become purified by Swamiji's presence. The persons who are capable of renouncing the ego and the transitory are extremely rare. Sri Mahaswami immediately assesses their level of maturity and the capacity of the nervous system to receive the blessing. And if they are destined for the spiritual evolution, he instantly knows where to start and where to end. He is aware of what sort of influence is necessary, of the amount that has to be applied, and the point where it is most necessary. Sri Mahaswami acts on a world concealed from the ordinary conscious life. We are able to recognize only the secondary effects: exultation, agitation, tiredness, and the feeling of success. Today starts the festival, Brahmotsava, of the Queen Kamakshi. Kanchipuram, Sunday, 19th February 1972. A conversation with Sri Mahaswami. I was getting ready for the darshan this afternoon at Shivasthana while Lakshmi Narasimha Shastri, the Sanskrit scholar, was in deep conversation with Sri Mahaswami. As soon as he finished, he conveyed to me the gist in English. Ellen Shastri. I am reading a text with Demetrian. Shri M. What is it? Ellen Shastri. Vishnu Sahasranama with Adi Shankara's Bhashya. Shri M. It is good. Demetrian is a worthy soul. It is interesting to see how foreigners come to be interested in our culture. Ellen Shastri. They are interested more than us. Shri M. Not exactly. You, for instance, you do a very good work with the Kamakoti Vani journal. People will take interest more and more in our culture. I had a very pleasing and easy class with Ellen Shastri under a mango tree growing on an embankment dividing two plots of recently transplanted rice. The temple and the hut of Sri Mahaswami was some 50 meters from there. After the departure of Shastri, I felt the need to remain at least half an hour more. Sri Mahaswami blessed me up to the point as to initiate another absorption in him, just as he did 3 days before, but he stopped when he saw it was enough. Darshan of the goddess in her temple. This evening, Mr. Kannaya Chetty was opposed to my idea of returning to Shivasthana. He directed me to the temple of the great goddess as we have entered the period of her 10-day festival. After a pradakshina of the exterior walls and another in the temple's yard, I felt prepared to enter the main shrine. I had asked the permission to Simha, the vehicle of the Queen of the universe, the gentle lion that guards the entry, as this is the custom. Inside, the whole temple seemed constructed out of barely solidified ether continually vibrating. I was expecting the walls to crumble as well as the granite slabs on the ground. The pillars were brilliant and brittle as flutes of puffed sugar. They only just stood erect. I stopped a moment at the eastern corner of the Gayatri Mantapa and felt that from the interior of her shrine, the Queen was directing a subtle and powerful wave of presence towards me. I straightway went to the upper floor where the festive image, the Utsavamurti, stands, and from there I looked into the interior of the main shrine, the Gayatri Mantapa. The queen was surrounded by an exceptionally pure and clean air. Her eyes were made out of molten gold, and from time to time they projected a lightning that extended up to me as two streaks of not very thick but straight golden powder. I allowed myself to be filled up and swept away by this very fine dust that shot out of her eyes. At that moment, some people came between me and the queen, and I understood that I should leave. I submitted without a murmur. Nevertheless, out of sheer curiosity, before I left, I descended for a moment to the ground floor, right up to the grill that closes the access to the Gayatri Mantapa. The eyes of the queen had become so dim that I was unable even to spot them. It means I had received the lesson of the day. I immediately went out of the main shrine. Today is the second day of the festival. The goddess came out in procession with a stag as her mount. I have still too often the feeling of being abandoned to my fate. Nobody tells me exactly what I should do or not do. I am just left to my own devices. It is also possible that once the internal evolution has settled on the right track, the transitory will lose its importance. Devotees, we shall continue to listen to at the Shivasthana ashram in the coming episodes, bowing at the holy feet of the Gurus. Aum Sairam, Hara Hara Shankara, Jaya Jaya Shankara.